In the windswept landscapes of Ireland, where myth and reality entwine, a chilling presence has haunted the Irish countryside for centuries: the mournful Banshee. The Banshee, an ethereal apparition, is renowned for her haunting wail, a foreboding lament that heralds death's arrival. Her eerie tale unfolds as a spectral thread woven into the tapestry of Irish folklore, leaving those who hear her mournful cry with a sense of impending doom. Her ghostly form, cloaked in a tattered, shimmering gown, drifts through the night like a phantom, her long hair trailing like a veil of sorrow. As she glides through the mist, her very presence seems to chill the air, as if the very elements mourn the fate she heralds. But beyond her spectral presence lies a deeper, more somber reality. The Banshee is not a malevolent spirit, but rather a harbinger of fate, tasked with the solemn duty of foretelling the imminent death of a loved one. Her appearance is an eerie prelude to the inevitable, a mournful reminder of the fragility of human existence. Her mournful cry, though chilling, is a call of compassion, a way for her to share in the grief of those she visits, preparing them for the loss they are about to endure. It is said that those who hear her wail are given a chance to say their final goodbyes, to find closure in the face of the inevitable. The Banshee's presence, while eerie, is a reminder of the deep connection between the living and the departed, a bridge between this world and the next. She stands as a sentinel of death, guiding souls to the other side with a spectral grace that belies her haunting appearance. In the stillness of the Irish night, the echoes of the Banshee's cries reverberate through the land, a haunting melody that lingers long after she has disappeared into the shadows. It is said that those who hear her mournful song are forever marked by the encounter, haunted by the knowledge that death's icy grip is never far away. The legend of the Banshee in Ireland is a haunting testament to the enduring bond between life and death. It reminds us that even in the midst of sorrow and the chill of the unknown, there is a spectral figure who weaves a haunting melody through the ages, linking the living and the departed. In the moonlit valleys of Ireland, where ancient legends converge with the supernatural, a chilling tale unfolds. A tale of a malevolent force that has endured for centuries. The dreaded Dearg Dua. The Dearg Dua, a vampiric spectre, is notorious for her unholy thirst for blood and her vengeful spirit. Her sinister story is woven into the very fabric of Irish folklore, casting a shadow of terror upon those who dare to speak her name. Her spectral form, cloaked in the darkness of the night, prowls the Irish countryside, her crimson eyes aflame with malice. The chilling whispers of the wind seem to echo her name, carrying an aura of dread that sends shivers down the spines of those who hear it. But beneath her eerie presence lies a more sinister reality. The Dearg Dua is said to be a woman wronged in life, a victim of betrayal and heartache who vowed revenge upon those who wronged her. Her once beautiful visage is now marred by the scars of her torment, her ghostly form a haunting reminder of her tragic past. With her beguiling charm, she lures unsuspecting victims to their doom. their very souls ensnared by her hypnotic gaze. The moonlight casts an eerie glow upon her as she approaches, her lips parted to reveal teeth stained with the blood of her victims. Those who fall under her thrall become her unwilling servants, driven by the cursed compulsion to serve her insatiable thirst for blood. The Dirigdua's chilling laughter, like the haunting melody of a ghostly harp, echoes through the Irish night, sending chills down the spine of anyone who hears it. Her victims are forever bound to her, condemned to roam the night as well, searching for fresh blood to quench their eternal thirst. The townsfolk whisper in hushed tones, for they know that to utter her name is to invite her misfortune into their lives. Within the enigmatic tale of the Dirigdua lies an ominous revelation, a stark testament to the unfathomable depths of the human psyche. It beckons us to confront the chilling reality that in the serene tapestry of existence, malevolent forces can awaken, shrouding history in a vampiric cloak of dread. In the hidden corners of the Irish twilight, where ancient tales blend with the spectral unknown, a malicious presence lingers. A gathering of sinister souls known as the Slua. The Slua, a ghostly host, is infamous for its unholy assembly of the unforgiven. Their eerie legend unfolds as a haunting congregation that leaves a chill in the hearts of those who dare to speak their name. To utter it is to invite their attention, and that is a fate few would willingly accept. Their spectral forms, twisting and writhing like smoke in the wind, traverse the Irish landscape, their sinister intent palpable as they sweep through the night. They move in eerie silence, like a relentless storm, driven by an insatiable hunger for souls. But beneath their eerie presence lies a more sinister truth. The Slua is said to be composed of restless souls, damned for their earthly sins, condemned to wander the night skies forever. Each member of the spectral host bears the weight of their transgressions, and their twisted forms bear witness to the torment they endure. Seeking to steal the souls of the living, they swarm over their prey, tormenting and plaguing those who are unfortunate enough to cross their path. The air grows heavy with their ominous presence, and the living feel the icy breath of the unforgiven on their necks. To encounter the Slua is to invite a curse that lingers long after their malevolent visitation. Those who survive their onslaught may find themselves plagued by nightmares, haunted by the tormented faces of the spectral host. Some say the touch of the Slua leaves a mark on the living, an otherworldly brand that marks them as potential prey for future visitations. The cursed are forever bound to the eerie realm of the unforgiven, living in perpetual fear of the next encounter. The legend of the Slua is a nightmarish testament to the unquenchable thirst for retribution and the spectral entities that embody it. Even in the most tranquil of Irish landscapes, a host of the unforgiven can emerge to cast an enduring shadow upon history. In the timeless countryside of Ireland, where legends are carved into the very stones, a sinister presence lurks, a harbinger of doom with an eerie visage, the Dulahan. The Dulahan, a headless rider, is infamous for his sinister quest through the Irish landscape. His nightmarish tale etched into the annals of Celtic folklore, striking terror into those who cross his path. His very name is whispered in trembling voices around hearthfires, for he is a spectre feared even by the bravest souls. His spectral form, seated atop a phantom steed, carries his grotesque, disembodied head under his arm, a gruesome sight that freezes the blood of any who dare to witness it. The moonlight dances on his decapitated neck, revealing a visage twisted in eternal anguish. But beneath his gruesome appearance lies a darker truth. The Dulahan is a messenger of death, tasked with a grim duty to summon the souls of the departed to the underworld. His presence signifies the inexorable march of mortality, a reminder that no one can escape the grasp of the afterlife. His terrifying cries are said to pierce the night, announcing the imminent passing of a soul. Villagers huddle in fear, their candles flickering as they await the Dulahan's arrival, praying that he does not stop at their doorstep. No lock, no barrier can deter him from his macabre mission, for he is the relentless agent of death itself. It is said that merely gazing upon the Dulahan is a curse in itself. Those unfortunate enough to meet his hollow, eyeless sockets face an ominous fate. Madness, misfortune, or even their own impending death may follow, as the Dulahan's supernatural aura poisons the very air around him. The legend of the Dulahan is a chilling vision of the unyielding march of mortality and the supernatural forces that guide it. It serves as a haunting reminder that even in the serene, rolling hills of Ireland, a headless harbinger of death can emerge to cast a shroud of dread upon history. Amid the ancient landscapes of Celtic lore, where myths and legends are etched into the very stones, a malevolent presence reigns. The dread-inducing Balor, the Celtic demon king of darkness. Balor, a sinister entity of shadow and terror, is infamous for his dominion over the realms of darkness. His chilling legend unfolds as a nightmarish descent into the abyss, leaving those who hear his name with a shiver down their spine. His menacing gaze is said to bring destruction and chaos, and his thunderous footsteps strike terror into the hearts of those who dare to oppose him. But beneath his terrifying exterior lies a more sinister truth. Balor is a malevolent deity, a ruler of demons and a harbinger of darkness who commands the very forces of chaos. He is a bringer of doom and despair, unleashing his demonic legions upon the Celtic lands to sow fear and suffering. The legends of Balor tell of epic battles and heroic quests to vanquish his malice. Brave warriors and cunning heroes rise to confront the Demon King, wielding weapons of ancient power and calling upon the gods to aid them. Balor's maleficence and dark magic make him a formidable foe, and his reign of terror has left an indelible mark on Celtic mythology. The Legend of Bala, the Celtic demon king, is a tale of heroism and darkness, where the indomitable spirit of Celtic heroes stands against the abyss. Deep within the shadowy forests of French Canada, a chilling creature of folklore roams. It is known by many names, but most commonly, it is called the Lugaru, a creature of darkness and dread. The legend of the Lugaru traces its roots to the folklore of the French-Canadian settlers of the Quebec region. The name Lugaru translates to werewolf in English. It is a uniquely terrifying entity, blending the supernatural with the natural world. One of the most chilling aspects of the Lugaru legend is its transformation. It is said that those afflicted with this curse become monstrous beasts, often described as half human, half wolf, with blood-red eyes that pierce the darkest of nights. As the moon rises and the night deepens, the Lugaru emerges from its hiding place. It prowls the wilderness of French Canada, searching for prey. Throughout history, stories abound of terrified villagers and settlers who lived in constant fear of the Lugaru's curse. It was believed that even a single bite from this creature could pass on the curse, dooming its victim to a life of transformation and terror. The people of these regions took precautions to ward off the Lugaru, from wearing garlic and wolfbane to performing rituals and prayers meant to keep the creature at bay. But to this day, the Lugaru remains an unsolved mystery, an enigma that defies rational explanation. Is it merely a product of superstition and fear? Or is there a supernatural force at play in the depths of the forests? The Lugaru is a testament to the enduring power of folklore, a creature that continues to haunt the imaginations of those who venture into the dark and mysterious corners of the world. In the heart of historic Halifax, Nova Scotia, there stands a church shrouded in mystery. St. Paul's Anglican Church, one of the oldest in Canada, holds within its ancient walls a chilling secret, an entity known as the ghost of St. Paul's. St. Paul's Anglican Church, consecrated in 1750, bears witness to centuries of history. It has seen wars, fires, and the passing of countless souls. And some say the echoes of the past still linger within its hallowed halls. The tale of the church's ghost dates back to the early 19th century, when a tragic event forever marked its history. During the 1917 Halifax explosion, the church's windows shattered, and a beam from the steeple impaled the pew where a young bride sat, instantly ending her life. It is said that the restless spirit of this young bride still haunts the church. Dressed in her wedding gown, she appears as the bride in white, wandering the aisles in search of her lost love, or perhaps seeking a peaceful resolution to her tragic fate. Witnesses have reported ghostly apparitions, mysterious footsteps, and chilling whispers echoing through the pews. Some claim to have felt an icy presence, or seen the flickering of candle flames without any wind. As the years passed, the legends and lore of the ghost of St. Paul's grew. Local tour guides regale visitors with tales of eerie encounters, and paranormal investigators have sought to uncover the truth behind the spectral sightings. Historical records contain accounts of seances and attempts to communicate with the ghost, all shrouded in uncertainty and mystery. The ghost of St. Paul's remains elusive, leaving more questions than answers. The ghost of St. Paul's, whether a manifestation of history or a restless spirit, continues to defy explanation. Is it the embodiment of a tragic love story or a reminder of the Church's enduring connection to the past? As long as St. Paul's Anglican Church stands in Halifax's historic landscape, the legend of this chilling spectre will endure. It reminds us that even in the hallowed halls of faith, the shadows of the past may linger, forever haunting the living with their unanswered mysteries. In the chilling depths of Canada's wilderness, a legend as ancient as the land itself casts a long, icy shadow. It is the legend of the Wendigo, a creature of darkness, hunger, and despair. The legend of the Wendigo traces its roots to the Indigenous peoples of Canada, particularly the Algonquin-speaking tribes. It is believed to have originated as a cautionary tale, a warning against the dangers of cannibalism and greed in the harsh winter months. The Wendigo, in its most horrifying form, is described as a towering, emaciated figure with mottled, decaying flesh, long, bony limbs, and sunken, malevolent eyes. It is said to possess an insatiable hunger for human flesh. According to legend, when a person resorts to cannibalism, the Wendigo spirit possesses them, transforming them into a monstrous creature consumed by an unquenchable appetite for human flesh. The afflicted person is said to be driven mad by this insatiable hunger. Wendigos are said to haunt remote, snowy wilderness areas, emerging during the harsh winter months when food is scarce and desperation takes hold. Their eerie calls are believed to chill the blood of those who hear them. The legend of the Wendigo has transcended time and culture, becoming a staple of ghost stories, campfire tales, and horror fiction. It has terrified generations with its portrayal of an evil force that lingers in the untamed wilderness. In popular culture, the Wendigo has become a symbol of human greed and the darkness that lurks within us all, a reflection of the terrifying consequences of unchecked desires. The Wendigo, whether a product of folklore or something more sinister, continues to haunt our imagination. It serves as a chilling reminder of the fears that lie dormant in the wilderness and the depths of our own souls. As long as the vast, remote landscapes of Canada remain untouched, the legend of the Wendigo will endure, whispering its warning of the insatiable darkness that can consume us all. In the heart of British Columbia, Canada, nestled within the pristine waters of Okanagan Lake, lurks a creature of chilling mystery and dread. It is known as the Ogopogo, and its legend has haunted the region for centuries. The story of the Ogopogo, a tale of eerie encounters and unexplained phenomena, is not just a story. It is a chilling mystery that continues to perplex even the most skeptical minds. The legend of the Ogopogo dates back centuries among the indigenous Sail people who spoke of a water spirit that inhabited the lake's depths. In the late 19th century, European settlers began to report their own encounters with a creature that resembled a massive, serpent-like beast. The locals soon began calling it Ogopogo after a popular music hall tune. One of the most chilling accounts comes from 1926, when a witness described a horrifying sighting. He claimed to have witnessed a colossal, humpbacked creature undulating through the water, its reptilian head emerging briefly, glistening in the moonlight. In 1968, a respected underwater archaeologist detected a mysterious sonar-reflective object in the lake's depths. It moved in ways uncharacteristic of any known aquatic life, leaving him perplexed and unnerved. Countless campers and tourists have recounted their own spine-tingling experiences, from unexplained photographs of serpentine shapes to inexplicable sonar readings, all pointing to the presence of an elusive and enigmatic entity. But perhaps the most terrifying aspect of the Ogopogo legend is the sense of fear it instills in those who dare to venture near Okanagan Lake. The lingering dread that, at any moment, the waters could reveal the grotesque form of the beast itself. And so, the legend of the Ogopogo endures, a chilling mystery that defies scientific explanation. Is it a relic of prehistoric times, a forgotten species lurking in the dark depths, or simply a product of imagination and fear? The next time you find yourself by the shores of Okanagan Lake, remember the spine-tingling stories of those who encountered the Ogopogo, and know that some mysteries, even in our modern age, remain unsolved and deeply unsettling. In the murky waters of the Northumberland Strait in eastern Canada, a ghostly vessel from another era haunts the imagination of sailors and storytellers alike. It is known as the Ghost Ship of the Northumberland Strait, a spectral mystery that defies the boundary of time and space. The legend of the ghost ship dates back to the early 19th century when it was first reported by sailors navigating the treacherous waters of the Northumberland Strait. The ship, a spectral schooner, was often described as appearing out of thin air on moonless, foggy nights. Witnesses told of a ghostly crew aboard the vessel, their faces pale and etched with anguish. They claimed to hear eerie, mournful cries carried on the wind, as if the very souls of the damned were trapped aboard the phantom ship. Over the decades, the sightings of the ghost ship persisted. Sailors spoke of witnessing the spectral vessel collide with other ships or vanish into thin air, leaving only a lingering sense of dread in its wake. Even attempts to approach the ghostly schooner were met with terror, as it would vanish at the last moment, leaving those who dared to chase it in a state of bafflement and fear. Intriguingly, historical research has revealed that there were indeed vessels lost in the Northumberland Strait during the 19th century, their crews vanishing without a trace. Some believe that these real-life tragedies have become intertwined with the supernatural tales of the ghost ship. Is the ghost ship of Northumberland Strait a manifestation of these lost souls, forever condemned to sail the waters, seeking release from their maritime purgatory? To this day, the mystery of the ghost ship remains unsolved. Is it a mere figment of sailors' imagination? A product of atmospheric conditions and fatigue, Or is there a supernatural force at play in the waters of the Northumberland Strait? The ghost ship of the Northumberland Strait, a mystery that continues to haunt our maritime history, a phantom vessel that challenges our understanding of the mysterious forces that govern our world. As long as the waters of the Northumberland Strait persist, the legend of this ghostly schooner will endure, a chilling reminder of the maritime mysteries that continue to baffle and terrify those who dare to sail these haunted seas. In the depths of the night, when the moon casts an eerie glow upon the world, and shadows dance with a life of their own, the legend of Bobas emerges from the darkest recesses of our collective imagination. Whispers carried by the wind, tales told around dimly flickering fires, and the shivers that race down your spine when you're all alone. These are the elements that weave the chilling tapestry of Bobas, the twisted figure that invades the realm of dreams. Imagine this, a realm where reality melds with fantasy, where the boundaries between the tangible and the intangible blur. It's in this surreal landscape that Bobas materializes, a cloaked specter of malevolence, his form, obscured by the very darkness and shadows he commands, strikes terror into the hearts of even the bravest souls. His presence is a haunting reminder that the sanctuary of dreams is not impervious to the advances of sinister forces. Centuries have passed, and Bobas' insidious legend has intertwined itself with the fabric of Lithuanian superstitions. Desperate to safeguard themselves from his nightmarish intrusion, people have turned to talismans adorned with ancient symbols, murmured prayers that carried the weight of generations, and rituals that seek to erect barriers against his malefic presence. Envision a moonlit night, the air heavy with foreboding, and an overlay of a trembling hand clutching an amulet, its engravings glistening with an otherworldly light. In these moments of vulnerability, one can almost feel Bobas' chilling breath on the nape of their neck, an intangible touch that awakens primal fears buried deep within. Bobas stands as a testament not only to the power of human imagination, but to our capacity to confront the very embodiment of our fears. As his shadowy tendrils snake their way into our dreams, they also unearth the buried anxieties that lie dormant in the corners of our minds. What is real and what is an illusion become blurred, the line between waking and slumber twisted beyond recognition. Bobas' malevolent influence extends beyond the confines of dreams. The trauma of encountering him transcends the boundary between realms, seeping into waking life like a persistent fog. The memories of those nocturnal encounters become a relentless haunting, an indelible mark etched into the fabric of one's psyche. As we venture deeper into the unsettling legend of Bobas, we're reminded that our subconscious minds are repositories of both our deepest fears and the reservoirs of our inner strength. In our attempts to confront the unknown, we are forced to gaze into the abyss of our own terror, to grapple with the enigma of our imagination's darkest creations. So, the next time you find yourself ensnared in the clutches of a nightmare, when the line between dream and reality wavers, remember the legend of Bobas. For in that fleeting moment of dread, you become intimately acquainted with the primal forces that dwell within us all. In the forgotten corners of Lithuania's sprawling landscapes, where ancient forests hold secrets and the night's silence is broken only by the rustling of leaves, a malicious entity roams. The Lin Shua, the dread-inducing wild dog. Its spectral form prowls the countryside, a harbinger of doom that haunts imaginations. In the heart of Lithuanian folklore, the Lin Shua reigns as a spectral omen. To cross paths with this phantom is to stare fate itself in the face, for its appearance is a prophecy of impending death. The air grows heavy with a sense of foreboding, a palpable unease that worms its way into the souls of those who dare to witness its eerie form. Legends whisper of a monstrous beast, a large black dog with fur as dark as the deepest night. Its eyes, burning like embers, cast a supernatural glow that pierces through the darkness. The howls of the Lin Shua reverberate through the stillness, a mournful symphony that sends shivers racing down the spines of all who hear. Its mournful cries are a chilling reminder that death's specter is never far behind. Throughout the ages, the Lin Shua has woven itself into the very fabric of Lithuanian superstitions. Among the humble farmers who toiled in the fields, tales of the wild dog were exchanged with hushed voices, an unspoken understanding that its presence held a dire significance. A watchful eye would scan the shadows, for the appearance of the spectral hound was a call to action, a plea to take heed of life's fragile nature and prepare the inevitable. In the depths of these tales, there exists a deeper meaning. Some experts of folklore suggest that the Lin Shua is more than just a harbinger of death. It embodies the primal fears that humans have faced since the dawn of time. The wildness of the forests, the unpredictable forces of nature, all encapsulated in the phantom form of the wild dog. Its fiery eyes reflect not only impending doom, but also the uncaring wilderness that has always stood just beyond human understanding. As the boundary between reality and myth blurs, the Lin Shua's legend continues to captivate hearts and minds. It serves as a spectral reminder of the fragility of our existence, a whispered caution against hubris. In the midst of our technological advancements, the primal fear of the unknown still lurks within us. And as the night settles over the countryside, the haunting howls of the wild dog echo through the ages, beckoning us to remember our vulnerability and our eternal quest to unravel the enigmas of life and death. In the realm where moonlight and water entwine, an enigmatic presence has lingered for ages. The Lomes, bewitching water spirits. Radiant and mysterious, these beings weave a tapestry of blessings and secrets within their enchanting embrace, leaving both wonder and trepidation in their wake. Maidens with flowing hair, their beauty captivating even the moonlight itself. They glide through the water's surface, an embodiment of ethereal allure. Yet beneath their surface charm lies a duality, an unpredictable blend of kindness and a touch of mischievousness that dances like ripples across a still pond. As legends weave their tales, the Lomas' existence is irrevocably tied to the waters they inhabit. Lakes that shimmer beneath starlit skies, rivers that carry stories within their currents, and ponds that hold secrets within their depths. These ethereal entities stand as guardians of those realms, their presence a delicate bridge connecting the human world to the mysteries concealed beneath the water's surface. These water spirits are not only guardians, but also bestowers of blessings. Their favor is known to befall fishermen who navigate their waters with respect and reverence. Those fortunate enough to receive the Lomas' benevolence are said to experience bountiful catches, as if the spirits themselves bless the nets with the water's ancient bounty. But like the water they call home, the Lomas' emotions can shift like the tide. Disrespect their realm, and their once captivating charm may twist into wrath. Invoking their ire can be a grave misstep, inviting upon oneself a torrent of curses and misfortunes. The serenity of the waters can transform into a tempest, a reminder that even beauty can carry a touch of the ominous. As twilight descends and the realms of the known and the unknown converge, the Lomas linger like a bridge between worlds. Their presence, as radiant as moonlight on water, as mysterious as the depths they call home, invites us to contemplate the delicate balance between beauty and danger, kindness and malice. In the shadowy space where the physical meets the spectral, the Lomas remind us that the line between reality and enchantment is as thin as the shimmering surface of a lake under the night's gaze. In the heart of Lithuania's dense, ancient forests, a name echoes through the trees, chilling the bones of those who dare to listen. Plikas, the very embodiment of eerie enigma, resides within the core of hollow trees, its spectral presence an ominous force that thrives in the depths of the wilderness. Legends speak of Plikas as a master of deception, a phantom weaving illusions that ensnare wanderers who dare to tread deep into the woods. With an alluring voice that drifts like a whisper on the wind, it beckons, promising secrets concealed within the heart of the forest. Yet these secrets come at a grave price, one's sense of direction and even sanity. Plikas' haunting melodies echo through the gnarled branches, their siren song tugging at the curious hearts of those who dare to listen. The very air seems to shimmer with a mystical aura, as if the forest itself holds its breath. But beware, for what begins as a captivating allure can quickly transform into a snare from which escape is elusive. Its ethereal beauty belies the darkness lurking beneath. Whispered stories passed down through generations tell of travelers who have fallen victim to Plicas's cunning charms. As they follow the echoes of its voice, they find themselves ensnared in a labyrinth of illusions and twisted paths that lead deeper into the forest's secrets. Yet, some wise souls have glimpsed the forest's hidden truths and devised a means to navigate Plicas's treacherous terrain. They leave offerings of respect, crumbs of bread, and delicate flowers as signs of acknowledgement to the cunning spirit. A pact unspoken but understood, a bid to avoid the spirit's deceptive wiles and traverse the woods unscathed. Plicas's enigmatic legend has endured the relentless march of time, a bridge spanning the chasm between the tangible and the mystical. These hollow trees, gnarled and weathered by the ages, stand as silent witnesses to the stories whispered by the wind. Within their hollows, the secrets of Plicas remain, intertwined with the very essence of the forest itself. Raganos, those enigmatic figures of Lithuanian legends, lurk in the shadows of the arcane, their mastery of magic delving into realms beyond mortal comprehension. Whispers among the villagers speak of Raganos as vessels of eldritch forces, wielding supernatural abilities that can bend reality to their will. From the depths of ancient woods to the desolate moors, their presence is felt like a cold, unsettling wind that chills the bones. Raganos are whispered to possess an unsettling communion with the beyond, channeling the energy of forgotten spirits to cast spells that twist minds and bend fate. Their incantations echo through the night, a symphony of ominous words that reverberate with both hope and dread. In the heart of dense, foreboding forests, Raganos are said to gather in secret, hidden covens where ancient trees cast eerie shadows, and the moon's pale light barely pierces the thick canopy. Here they exchange forbidden knowledge, trading potent spells that pulse with a sinister energy, while the moon's watchful gaze seems to mark their rituals with an otherworldly approval. Said to be shapeshifters, they are rumored to take on forms that blur the line between the natural and the supernatural. They become creatures of nightmare and myth, slipping between dimensions with an uncanny fluidity. From the howl of the wolf to the ethereal glide of the owl, their transformations are a dance of terror and enchantment. In these legends, Raganos' ritual dances are not harmonious celebrations of life, but eerie spectacles that tangle the threads of existence. Their movements sync with the throbbing heartbeat of the earth, a rhythm that resonates with the pulse of ancient curses and forbidden enchantments. The duality of humanity is heightened in these tales, casting Raganos as embodiments of both good and evil. Some tales depict their power as a conduit for unspeakable evil, a force that feeds on fear and despair, while others show them as begrudging healers, mending wounds with magic as old as time. So, tread carefully through the misty landscapes where Raganos' presence is whispered to linger, for their mastery of magic is a dance with the macabre, a symphony of shadows that may ensnare those who dare to seek their power. In the shadowy and unsettling heart of Colombia, where the boundary between reality and the supernatural is blurred, a nightmarish enchantress is known to roam. La Tunda. La Tunda's horrifying legend is a tale of bewitchment and terror, a dark enigma that preys on the vulnerable. Her appearance is grotesque, with a deformed body and a face that shifts and contorts to deceive those who gaze upon her. She is a shapeshifter, a master of illusion, and a tormentor of souls. La Tunda is known to lure unsuspecting victims into her grasp through beguilement. She assumes the form of loved ones, drawing the unwary deep into her web of deception. She is a curse that infects the very souls of those she ensnares. Her victims become her thralls, forever trapped in a nightmarish existence of servitude to her twisted desires. Legends speak of her robbing her victims of their memories, their identities, and their humanity, leaving behind nothing but empty husks bound to her will. Those who fall under her sinister spell are marked, forever cursed by her presence, knowing that they may be the next to succumb to her nightmarish enchantment. In the eerie stillness of the Colombian night, the echoes of La Tunda's enchantment lingers, a haunting spell that ensnares the living long after she has vanished into the darkness. Those who have crossed her path are forever trapped in a nightmarish existence, their souls imprisoned by her seductive malice, and their lives forfeit forevermore. In the chilling and mystifying landscapes of Colombia, where the veil between the living and the dead is thin, there exists a haunting specter that torments the land, one simply known as La Llorona. La Llorona, also known as the Weeping Woman, is a tragic tale and terrifying lament. She is a symbol of sorrow, haunting the riverbanks in search of her lost children. Her ghostly form is shrouded in grief, her eyes filled with an eternal anguish that pierces the hearts of those who encounter her. She is forever trapped in a purgatorial state, eternally mourning her tragic past. But her presence is not one of sympathy, for she is said to bring misfortune to those who cross her path, particularly those who bear witness to her weeping. Her mournful wails are a harbinger of doom, a chilling reminder of the pain that consumes her. La Llorona is more than a restless spirit. She is a vengeful entity cursed to roam the riverbanks for all eternity. Her anguish and despair have transformed her into a malicious force, forever seeking to claim the living. Legends speak of her luring unsuspecting souls to the water's edge with her mournful cries. Once they are within her grasp, she drags them into the depths, adding their tormented souls to her eternal company. Those who hear her weeping are marked, forever cursed by her presence, knowing that they may be the next to suffer her malevolence. The echoes of La Llorona's weeping reverberate through the land, a mournful lament that lingers in the minds of the living. Those who have heard her mournful cries are forever tormented, their souls scarred by the chilling encounter. Amidst the lush, untamed wilderness of Colombia, where nature weaves its intricate tapestry, a legendary guardian dwells, the legend of El Albre Kaiman. El Albre Kaiman's story echoes through the ages, a saga of transformation and vigilant protection of the natural world. His form is a majestic fusion of man and Caiman, a creature born from the harmonious embrace of humanity and nature. El Albre Kaiman is a guardian spirit, a vengeful protector against those who threaten the delicate balance of his habitat. He roams the rivers and swamps, his presence striking fear into the hearts of those who seek to exploit the wilderness for their selfish gains. He is a keeper of ecological harmony, armed with scales and claws, ready to defend his domain at any cost. El Albre Kaiman is more than a guardian spirit. He is a curse that befalls the ruthless. Those who harm the environment face his wrath, cursed to share his amphibious existence. He emerges from the waters, a relentless avenger, dragging the guilty beneath the surface to face a fate worse than death. They transform, becoming part of the very ecosystem they sought to exploit. The curse of El Albre Kaiman is a transformation of body and soul, a punishment that binds the guilty to the natural world they disregarded, forcing them to live as a testament to their ecological sins. In the hushed whispers of the Colombian wilderness, the echoes of El Albre Kaiman's vigilant watch resonate. The guilty, transformed and forever changed, serve as a chilling reminder that nature is not to be trifled with. Among the landscapes of Colombia, where darkness conceals ancient mysteries, a spectral phenomenon is known to roam: Laola de Fuego. Laola de Fuego, or the fireball, is a phenomenon that defies explanation. Its chilling legend is deeply etched into the folklore of Colombia, a harbinger of dread that materializes as a ghostly ball of fire. This ethereal blaze appears without warning, a flickering, spectral fireball that dances through the night. Its glow is both mesmerizing and sinister, casting an eerie light over the land as it drifts with an otherworldly grace. The most unsettling aspect of Laola de Fuego is its enigmatic behavior. It is known to follow those who dare to gaze upon it, trailing them like a malevolent specter, drawing them deeper into the darkness. For those who encounter it, there is a pervasive feeling of impending doom, as if this ghostly fire is a bringer of misfortune or a sinister omen. The origins of Laola de Fuego remain shrouded in mystery. Some say it is the restless spirit of a lost soul, forever bound to the earthly realm. Others believe it is a manifestation of unfulfilled desires, a phantom seeking something it can never attain. In the eerie silence of the Colombian night, the echoes of Laola de Fuego's presence lingers, a spectral blaze that haunts the land long after it has vanished into the shadows. Those who have witnessed it are forever marked by its eerie glow, haunted by the unsettling feeling that they have glimpsed upon something beyond the natural world. In the depths of Colombia, where legends intertwine with the misty veils of reality, a haunting figure roams the night: El Silbón. El Silbón is a spectral terror deeply rooted in Colombian folklore. His story weaves a chilling tapestry of fear, a spectral enigma that chills the bravest of hearts. Long ago, in a remote Colombian village, a young man was consumed by jealousy and rage. His heart, once pure, was poisoned by envy. Consumed by jealousy over his brother's achievements, he committed an unspeakable crime, forever staining his soul with guilt. The weight of his sin transformed him into El Silbón, a skeletal figure cursed to wander the night, his bones rattling with the echoes of his crimes. His emaciated form is shrouded in darkness, his eyes hollow, and his mouth forever whistling a mournful tune, a chilling reminder of his malevolence. El Silbón is not just a vengeful spirit. He is a curse that clings to the souls of the guilty. His victims are haunted by his eerie whistle, a melody that resonates with the echoes of their sins. He prowls the night, his whistle growing louder as he closes in on his prey. Those who hear it are marked, their fate sealed by the chilling melody of their impending demise. The curse of El Silbón is inescapable. It infiltrates the minds of the guilty, tormenting them until they are driven to madness. A madness that precedes their final encounter with the whistling terror. In the silent hours of the Colombian night, the echoes of El Silbón's whistle linger, a spectral sound that sends shivers down the spines of those who hear it. The guilty are haunted and their souls ensnared by the malicious melody of their own sins.